Hello everyone. Today I am going to report to you on experience-based issues of teaching in the new normal. A requirement for the subject, current issues and trends in language teaching with our professor, Dr. Relly Rachel Abalos. My name is Sally Marquez Rivera, your reporter for today. As classroom teachers, we must agree that this 21st century carries complicated mix of challenges and opportunities. Anent this, our school, Santo Tomas National High School, has adopted modular distance learning despite the complexities of this pandemic. Number one of these issues is the lack of teachers' training. Due to minimal interactions, teachers have limited access of enhancing their skills, especially those that need face-to-face demonstrations. Example, MAPE and TLE. Also some science subjects or topics. We propose that a monthly learning action cell will be held in one place but with minimal grouping. In connection to this, teachers will be able to enhance their skills and train themselves more. Number two, lack of Xerox machines for reproduction of modules. 7 to 8 teachers in our school share the same 2 Xerox machines in the reproduction of modules. More so, some of the teachers handle 2 or more subjects, and they need the modules printed for their 4 to 5 classes. Mind you, each classes composed of 40 to 50 students. We propose that every department must have their own scheduled day for reproduction of modules, and the school must allocate more funds for the reproduction. If possible, the school must purchase another photocopying machine. We lack bond papers. Bond papers is very essential. Some of the modules we prepared were very lengthy. Thus, more reams of bond papers are needed in reproducing copies for the students. Moreover, the teachers are being poured with reports and other paperwork related to updating school forms and student records. We propose that we have to minimize the numbers of activities and leave pages with impractical tasks. If possible, teachers' paperwork must be lessened as well, or digitized or soft copies must be prioritized to save more bond papers. At the same time, we save trees. Another problem is poor communication with remote students. In the conduct of modular distance learning, our school opted to bring the modules in their barangay on a weekly basis. However, when rescheduling is deemed necessary, most of the students who don't have phones don't get updated to changes. Some students are not aware of certain announcements, even if it is posted online or in their messenger groups. Example are the card days. We propose that the announcements may be posted in barangay bulletin boards. That's for easy access. Let me present to you further the disadvantages of modular distance learning. Number one, not all students do their modules wholeheartedly. That's true. Most students do their modules for formality purposes. It is very devastating in the part of the teacher to know that the students are taking modules for granted. The truth is, teachers don't have the ability to foresee their students in the premises of their home. Remember, our modules are self-paced. Some parents spoil their children and do the deed instead of their children. Many parents spoil their children by doing the module all by themselves. Parents are the ones who should inculcate the value of patience to their children. Some of the parents hire tutors for their children, and the tutors answers all the modules. Some students tend to copy their answers from others without reading the module. Students are now techy enough, and they use it to their advantage. They make group chats on their own as pass the answer from one another and copy it. This sounds very obvious because even during face-to-face classes, students do it all the time. Many students say they actually never learn from module. Yes, it is very true and sad at the same time. More students say they didn't understand much what is in the modules. They even have difficulty understanding lessons during the face-to-face. Modules are for formality, costs, and not internalized by the students. For formality costs only, students suppose should understand their modules, but the opposite reigns. It is more difficult if the parents as well can teach or answer the queries of their own children. And that is my report. The reality may be so devastating, but it is also the truth. Only time can tell when this pandemic stops. The present situation may be annoying, but let us motivate ourselves to still stick to our goals. Education should not be stagnant because of this pandemic. There are still some problems to be remarked, but can't be solved in an instant. However, dedicated teachers are everywhere, non-stop in realizing better education. That's it. Thank you for listening on my report.